Good afternoon, all. This is Laura from Dating Gigs, and today I'd like to talk to you about the side hustle or gig working at AT&T. The reason I chose to talk about them today is because I was looking for some type of remote job that I could do from home that could be like customer service, data entry, or anything like that. But when I came across their website, I didn't find anything particular that I would apply for, but I saw how many opportunities that they had available. So I thought I would share the information with you so that way, if any of you are interested in applying with them, because they do have some remote jobs, but they actually do have a lot of in office positions available. And so I thought I'd go ahead and share with you that information and show you what I found out about the company and whether or not I think it's a good company to work for. First, the website is att.com. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom and you go to the careers page, it's all the way down here, you will be brought up to a screen like this. Now, instead of putting anything in here for like the search criteria, I just press search so I can see all the opportunities. And right now, there's currently 1,792 open positions with the company. And this is the countries that they have available that are open positions. Like there are some in India, Czech Republic, United States, and a few other countries. And when I did was after I did this, I did like a search just for the word remote. Well, actually, on the bottom there's a search option right down here. Office settings. You could do virtual, and then that'll narrow it down to remote positions if you're looking for a remote position. And there's only like 12 remote positions available, but there are a lot of other ones where like if you don't want to be remote, like if you want to work in the office that are available, and some of those positions were actually paying quite well. Like, I mean, it depends on what you consider quite well. But I wanted to show you the remote ones because that's what I'm interested in doing is remote positions. But if you look, they have like a specialist, a sales executive, a cricket indirect sales, cybersecurity, software engineer, and then like a lead compliance analyst. That's the one I was looking at earlier to see. And if you look at the job description, I was looking to see, yeah, you need like a bachelor's degree or for this one. But there are some positions that they had out there that you didn't need a degree for, and those are the ones that were under the non-remote ones. So like if we could just go back to the on-site ones, and you could actually filter by the category. Let's just say like if you wanted to work in the corporate office or like say if you want to just do a call center, let's just do call center. And let's just pick any place. Like let's do Missouri. Like it tells you where you'll work at and then like the pay. This is the part I wanted to show you. It starts off at 48,000 up to 60,000 a year. So that's like $24 to $30 per hour for this position, which is not bad at all for like a call center position. But they actually had a lot of other ones similar to that I was looking around at. So I thought I'd share the information with you, so just in case you're interested in applying for this company. Now, I did do some more searching about the company just so that way you can get a better understanding or idea. This is the company that you would like to work for. And I saw that they have like generous paid time off. They offer tuition assistance. Now, that's a good benefit that a lot of people do not utilize in companies, and they should, because it's that the company's going to reimburse you for going to school. Why not do it? It's free. It's actually like getting paid extra because they're paying you to actually go to school. So like you take a class, cost I don't know how much they reimburse here, but like say if you take a class that costs 2,500 and they say, oh, we'll reimburse you up to 2,500. That's one free class that you got. Depends on what the company offers. They might have a cap per year, but if you're going to a community college, that 2,500 can go a long way. Like you can get like a whole semester, 2 semesters out of that. It all depends on what they offer. Then they have insurance options and they have discounts, training development, and then they have savings and stuff. But like the main thing I was looking at was the tuition reimbursement, and also they had this is standard family leaves like standard at all places because they put that out there, but they got kind of have to offer it. So yeah, that was one thing that I wanted to show you. And then I also wanted to show you what I found under the reviews on Glassdoor. From when I was looking at Glassdoor, I found that like they have a 3.5 star review, and 3.5 to me is a pretty decent star review because you base it upon a 5 point scale, and like anything above like a 2.5 is considered above average, but I would consider more like the threes a decent company and above. Like you don't actually want to work for a company that's in the twos unless they went through some big changeover and then like they're doing well, or like they've got new management, they went under a restructure and they're now a new company. So I stay away from companies that are like in the twos or ones. It's definitely the ones I stay away from. But companies in the threes, I just like look at see what it says for the rating, see how many people reviewed the company. Like if there's only like a handful of reviews, then you can't really get a fair assessment of how the company really is. But since this one has 43,000 reviews, that's a decent review percentage, like amount of people that reviewed the company. And for them to have a 3.5, I think that's pretty good. Now I do also look to see how many like of the numbers of the pros and the cons, just to see what's out there. And a lot of people say that the benefits are great and that the pay is good. Um, Other people say no work-life balance and poor management. Now I take the poor management ones with a grain of salt, just because when you leave a company, if you don't leave a company in bad terms, you're always going to say it's due to poor management or something like that. So every time a person leaves a company, they're disgruntled, they're most likely going to give a bad review for, for whatever reason. And it might just not be that the manager's bad. It might just be that they didn't click. So for those type of things, I only take that in consideration if the review's under a certain percentage, just because from my perspective is if I don't like a company and like I feel like they're a horrible company, I'm going to give the management a bad review. So I'm pretty sure other people, they leave a company on bad terms, like if they got laid off or they got fired or they got something like in terms of those lines where they didn't leave on their own like discretion, they're going to give a bad review just because they're angry, they're bitter. Sometimes you do give an honest review on here, but like in terms of like those situations if you leave on bad terms, most likely they're going to give a bad review. So the no work life balance, there are enough people that say that there, but I think like honestly, I don't know when all those reviews were given for the poor work life balance, because now that since COVID has happened and has passed, more companies are aware of the need to have a work life balance for employees. So that might have actually changed. So I would take that also with a grain of salt, because you don't know how long this like review period was for to get it up to 1,500. So more recent reviews might show that they have better work life balance now. So that's one like you also have to play by ear for the company. So that's for it for today. I wanted to just show you this one because like if you look, like there are a ton of jobs available for them. Like there's 123 finance positions. They have some human resource positions available. It looks like these are the ones they're promoting right now. Like I'm gonna go look at some of these ones right here. Like let's just do the finance ones. Yeah, like they have a specialist, an analyst. They have some positions in Mexico. They actually have a lot in Mexico. It looks like. So I mean, I just think overall, from everything I looked at about the company, I think it is a decent company to work for. I did have a relative that used to work there, and they stayed with there for quite a bit. Like they were doing mostly like installs, like of like the wiring at people's houses, and they liked working there. Like they had no problems with the company at all. They just moved on to a better company. Like for them, it was a better company. They thought it was a better idea to go to the other company because it was closer to their house. They had no issues with the company at all. And the AT&T has been around forever. I mean, from as far as I can remember, since I was a little kid, they've been around. So anyway, this is Lors from Getting Gigs. If you can like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I'll make more video content of all the positions that I find that are available. I do try to focus on remote jobs that I find and remote gigs because my goal in life is to work remotely 100% of the time and never have to go into an office again. But I will post other positions that I find on my journey of finding remote work that is suitable. Just because if I'm not able to use the position, why not share it with somebody else? or even I don't even care if we apply all for the same position, because if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Once again, Dolores from Getting Gigs, thank you for watching. Have a good night or day, depending on what time you look at this. Thank you.